really doing what he wants us to do. See, you know what? And that's why I stay out of the collegiate way of pedagogies. I keep everything as plain as possible so we can keep remembering this thing. It's only two up there that are out there that we're going to end up pleasing. We're going to end up pleasing God or pleasing Satan. And everything we say or do, one of them are going to get the glory.
That's right.
And what if the believer keeps that in mind, saying, okay, how I'm going to respond to this, how I'm going to react to this, because one way or another, God or Satan is going to get the glory out of my discussion with my wife. God or Satan is going to get the glory of my interaction with my coworker. God or Satan is going to get the glory of how I talk to my brothers and sisters. God or Satan is going to get the glory out of anything I say and do. What if we kept that in mind? Some of our conversations will probably be a little better.
That's right.
You know, if we're aiming at pleasing God. He said, I'm going to always speak well of him. And in my daily life, I'm going to boast of him. I'm going to brag about him. Don't ever get to the place. Paul said it like this: lest I be exalted above measure, that was given to me a thorn in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I be exalted above measure. You're never going to catch me bragging about my education. Never catch me bragging about my financial status. Never catch me bragging about this. I'd be bragging about my wife sometimes. I brag. You know, churches don't even get me back. I'm saying, isn't she lovely? And they say, boy, you in church. I say, okay. So sometimes but the Lord knows, you're going to find me bragging about God.
Amen.
Everything that happens that is good, the scriptures declare that every good and perfect gift comes from above. And so if it happened, I ain't taking no glory. I talked with my wife and we got things together and now we're on one accord. Yeah, I fixed our marriage. No, God did it.
God did.
I finally mustered up the faith in the Lord to forgive. No, God did it. Everything that is good came from God. And that's why he said, I'm going to brag about God. Watch this. Watch what happens when you brag about God. It says here in the latter part of verse 2, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. The humble here is translated in the NIV version, the American Standard Version. It is translated, those who are discouraged. Now believe it or not, there are some believers who are discouraged. No, they got faith. No, Romans chapter 12, verse 3 says, God has dealt to every man the measure of faith. It says, so for I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think more highly than the other thing, but to think soberly according as God has dealt to every man the measure of faith. So everybody got faith. Everybody ain't using their faith. And so when we don't use our faith, we get discouraged. But he said, I'm going to come to the place of glorifying God so much that those who are discouraged will come to the place of being encouraged. Why are they going to get encouraged just by me praising God? Remember, they were part of my audience. They saw what happened when my dad burned up in the fire. They saw what happened when my son died in my arms. They saw that and still saw me glorifying God. And they said, I want to do that. Watch this. And I will. You are an encourager of the brethren. You make folk want to glorify God. Because all the hell that you're going through and done been through, and you still say, I'll trust him. You still say, I'll bless him. You still say, I'll glorify him. Folk looking at that and say, oh, that's real right there. You can't even psych yourself out to go there.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you,
One
Lord.
verse of scripture in Psalm 100 says, make a joyful noise, all ye lands. comes back, said, serve the Lord with gladness. Bold commandment, bold statement. To the place of coming to the avenue that if I'm going to serve God, it's going to be with glad. Remember this passage, and I know sometimes it's often pushed towards giving time. In 2 Corinthians 9, verse number 7, it says, every man according as he purposed in his own heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loves a cheerful giver. Guess what is going on here? He is now saying that I am going to gladly give God the praise. Now, this does not mean I ain't dealing with something. I'm not playing fool your friend, that I don't have no issues in my life that's ongoing, no struggles in my life that's ongoing. Yeah. But I've determined, I've made up my mind, and my heart is set on, as I come and offer anything to God, it's got to be done in sincerity, and I'm going to do it with gladness. He said God loves cheerful giver. Can I tell you something? God don't want your beautiful voice singing to him without gladness of heart.
Amen. Amen.
No, he said that's just for the congregation.
Yep.
He put his hands over his ear. Is she done yet? Is he done yet? God don't want to hear it. Because what we do for him, toward him, even as it is to the people, he wants us to do it from our heart. Amen. That's why this same David got to the place where he was saying, I was young and now I'm old, and I've not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And it's been some time now in my old age since I done made it down to the church house. I know I've been dancing around in the house, folks stop looking through my window, because David danced with all his might till his clothes fell off. Stop looking through the window. Sometimes I feel like David. David said in the old age, boy, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Yes. Slow steps, because that's where I want my feet to be treading. In the place where I can glance and pan the room and see young folk and old folk and white folk and black folk and Africans and Indians and Japanese and Chinese all glorifying God at the same time. I'm glad they said, we'll help you get there. We don't care what you drape something over you that won't fall off you this time, David.